up, guys? It's your girl Deja D here, and today we're here with my little sister
Arissa,
and I will put her Instagram and her social medias all right here. Also, her YouTube link will be in the description box below. Be sure to go check that out. Today we are here with another episode of DEJA Chat, and this time we're going to be getting a little update on my little sister's adventures or her experience while being in high school. If you do not know, she just graduated from middle school last year, and now this is her first year in high school. I know we're on quarantine and she's currently not in school, but we're going to touch all of those details in this DEJA Chat. If you're not subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, and let's chat a little bit in the comment section below. If you're in high school, let me know. If you're in college, let me know. If you're doing anything good, you've been to school before, let me know. So my first question I have for you is, what is one of the biggest difference? Do you like being in high school as far as the size? Do you like going to a bigger school, or do you miss the small school environment?
I miss the small school because teachers, they'll like remember your name. But like, since you're in high school and you do have a schedule where it's like the same classes, I feel like the teachers still know my name, but it's like they forget it sometimes because it's so many students they have to teach,
right,
due to all the students in the building. Where in middle school, everyone was like, oh, I know you, this teacher taught me, oh, this teacher taught me too. Where in high school, I don't take the same classes as anyone. It's like 20 different reading teachers, 200 math, like different classes everywhere. So that's the difference. I
know back when I was in high school, or even when I was picking what college I wanted to go to, I didn't want to go to a super small school, or like, I don't like small schools, but I don't like extremely big schools. So for example, my college is perfect. It's like 4,000 students. That's good. I don't want to go to a school with 100,000 students. 4,000 is like, okay, it's not 1,000, it's not 800, it's not like super small, but it's not like super big to where you're like a nobody or you're just a number. I feel like at a lot of schools you could easily become just a number, or even when I'm in my lecture classes versus my major courses, like classes that got like 60 plus people, no, don't like that at all. But if it's like classes that, it depends on the subject too, because sometimes if it's like a hard class and it's like a big lecture that you, or a class that you don't really care too much about, it could be a bigger class. But if it's like a class that's like, no, I care about learning this, like I really want to do good in this class and I need help by my teacher a lot, then that's when it matters. So do you feel like it matters in classes more? Like, do you care about that it's bigger? Like, do you want your teachers to talk to you more or know you more, or you don't care? Well, I know sometimes I don't care. It's
certain classes where I don't care. Like my history teacher, I really don't care if she knows me or not, because we're learning the same thing over a year. But like my reading class, my reading, my math, like classes where I need help in, I want them to know me to where it's like, okay, Arissa, you need help. Arissa, you want this, like to make sure I'm okay doing well in the class. But other classes, I don't think I want them to really care. I want them to care, but like I really don't care.
Yeah, you just don't care. How is it being a younger sibling in the school that all your siblings went to? Because she goes to the same high school that I went to. My other sister goes there, and then her twin brother goes there. So how does it feel being in the school with siblings that you grew up with?
Well, it's a good thing. It's like pros and cons to it. Like a pro is that everyone, like, I already know certain teachers due to coming up to the school for your experiences. But then it's a bad thing that I know some of the teachers, because like they'll recognize me as Little Dotson, not as Arissa. So I'll be like, Little Deja, oh, you look just like her, you sound like her, and I'll be like, no, you're nothing alike.
Right.
Like, we're two different people.
Luckily, I'm the oldest, so I ain't have to ever worry about being compared to anybody. I kind of like was the one they was comparing people to, but I like, with me being the oldest, I don't never feel like I'm getting compared to anyone. So that's one thing that's like, dang, they still comparing siblings. Like, calm down, different child. That'll make me act out like, what you mean Deja was good? Okay, and I'm not her, so what? Watch this. So she does VPA at her school. So what is it like dancing for VPA at your school, which is visual performing arts? She's in the dance department. So what is it like dancing for them, knowing that you never took dance classes beforehand?
Well, knowing that I went in, when I had auditions, I was nervous. It was like certain teachers that were there auditions, but they're not my teacher. So like Flowers teachers came in. So it was like everyone from PG came to just check and see how we looked. But auditions, it was like real stressful. And to know that I got in, that was confusing. Not confusing. I know I was going to get in, but like it was overwhelming. But then when I got into the classes, they had a circle and we had to tell them if we had danced before. And I was the only one that has never took a dance class in my life. So that was really overwhelming. To when we started dancing, I felt like, okay, the teacher's probably going to like choose me to do things that they know I probably can't do, which they didn't, which was great because I felt like I had more of an opportunity to learn from other students other than just the teachers. So I can like pick up things that the other students were doing so that I know what I was going to do in the future.
So how is the high school experience as far as like homecoming, football games? How do you like all of those different types of activities?
Well, certain activities I had to like be in charge of because I'm the president of my class. So it's like, okay, if one thing doesn't go right, my whole class is going to think, oh, it's your fault. But homecoming, that was fun because I knew people there. Like most of my middle school went to the high school I went to, which is great because I know the people there, so I get to hang out with them. But then it was like real overwhelming because certain things were going on and I didn't know where to go. It was like the seniors broke off to a group. It was like divided. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, so I'm just in here and wait for my friends to come to me. But I was confused a lot at the homecoming. The game, I really didn't like it because we lost 1 and 2. It was just like everyone was everywhere. So I didn't know what to do, what was going on. It was just like a lot of noises, the cars, and it was just a lot.
I didn't really go to no football games until my senior year. Like my senior year, I went to like every football game, but anyways. So, but during like all my other years, I didn't go to no football games. I only went to my freshman homecoming football game because I was in a marching band. But other than that, I was real like to myself. I didn't really go to no outside of homecoming, no parties. I didn't go to no parties. In middle school, I was the same way. They had like parties and stuff in middle school. Y'all used to go to the parties during middle school?
Yep.
I didn't go to no party but my 8th grade formal. I didn't start really partying for real until I got to college. Because I was always one of those type of people who I did not want to have to ask my parents. I did not want to have to ask my parents to drop me off at the ghetto kids' house. I did not want to ask my parents to pick me up from the ghetto kids' house. Like, because I didn't want them to see the kind of party I wanted to go to. So, like, and then I didn't really feel comfortable going to those parties. Like, I had friends and stuff in high school, but they were like my school friends. I had a few friends who was outside of, like I had a few friends who were like my outside of school friends, but majority of the people I was hanging out with was my school friends. So I didn't want to ask my school friends to go to no party with me, no little ghetto party with me. And I'm just calling them ghetto because it's like, they're not ghetto. I don't want to call it ghetto, but I didn't want to go to no outside of school parties and have my parents pick me up and drop me off. Then they would have been like, whose house you going to? I don't even know if they would have been that strict. I was just thinking, I was like, I don't want to have to answer no questions. I don't want to tell them who house is at because I don't know who house is at. I just know everybody going. I ain't want to go. I ain't want to ask for nothing. Like, they probably would have said yes, but I ain't want to ask them. Even now when I'm home and it's like something going on, I don't even want to ask you because I don't want to have to answer no questions. You probably won't even have no questions. I just don't want to ask. So I just be like, no, I'm not going. No. Only place I'm going is to the restaurant. I felt like I was probably real bougie. Like, no, I'm not going anywhere to the restaurant. That's it. Only place I'm going, the restaurant. Unless you call me and ask me to go to a place like Dave & Buster's, the movies, the amusement park. Like, unless you ask me to go somewhere, no, we're not going to no party, no, we're not going to no kickback. I'll meet you at the restaurant. Do you feel like the work is harder in high school or in middle school? Like, do you feel like the work is harder with school?
I feel like it was harder in middle school for some reason because it was like middle school prepared me for high school, so they gave me a lot of high schooler work.
Yeah.
To where I knew what was expected in the high school environment. But the work in high school is not that hard. They're just giving me like packets, watch the video, copy down what you see, and then you're done. Like, okay, that's easy. So,
I know for me, it was the same way. Like, but I felt like in high school they gave me more work. Like, middle school work was harder. The high school work, it was like easier to me and more. So it'd be like more hard or more easy work. But in middle school was less hard work. And I honestly feel like my middle school prepared me more than my high school did for life. Like, high school, I'm one of those type of people who just don't believe in our education system, honestly. I feel as though, except for college is a little different, but some classes I still feel like it's just, they want my money. But in high school, I felt as though we really just doing this to pass. Like, if something did not go in a grade book, I did not care about it. And that's how I felt like, even with them tests, the standardized tests, as soon as my teacher said, no, this is not going to affect my grade, I did not care anymore. I would answer anything. I just wanted to be done the test. I did not care. And I know that's such a bad way to think, like, no, Deja, you're going to get a below average on the test. I don't care. That below average ain't going to me. I don't care. That's not affecting my grade. What is that affecting? And the only test I cared about was SATs and stuff. But all of those other, like, all those other tests, like the park and MSAs and everything we had to take, my teacher was like, no, this don't affect your grade. Oh, it don't affect my grade? I don't want to sit here and take this test. I'm not about to, like, if it's not going to give me an A, B, you know, take my grade down or nothing like that, I don't care about it. I don't care about it. So, and that's how I was on my grades. I was like, this worksheet, I just got to finish this worksheet, and if I turn it all in and get it correct, it's an A. Why do I care about reading a book? I just need to finish the answers. So I would Google it, and it's so bad. But I would Google the answers. I would do everything. I would just need to finish the worksheet. You don't care about, like, if we know the work, if we don't know the work. You giving us an unbelievable, like, unrealistic, like, give us a book and tell us we got 2 weeks to read a whole little chapter book. Some of y'all might be like, girl, why you can't do that? Girl, I didn't want to read no book like that. She talking about read 10 chapters a night. No, I'm not reading 10 chapters a night. No, I'm not reading 10 pages tonight. I don't want to read this book, honestly. And so I would just spark notes, do the worksheet. And when you do the worksheet, you know, we would go to class and somebody in there read the book. So when they talking about it, I mean, I'm just listening. I mean, I know what the book talking about. Why I gotta read the book if y'all talking about the book? I'm listening. You get a test, I know the answers because I don't need to read the book. Y'all talking about what's going on. So as long as somebody reading the book, we good. And the last question is going to be, what is your favorite part about being in high school?
My favorite part about being in high school is that it's like divided towards like, okay, this building, but like this place you get more freedom than that place. Or in middle school it's like one place and there's no freedom at all. Where in high school it's like freedom somewhere and freedom not. So like certain places are, you know what you're about to do, you know how to act, so don't go in there and be crazy. And it's like, and then the outfits, the uniform. At first when I was in middle school I couldn't wear a certain jacket. Like I couldn't wear my jean jacket or a colorful jacket that didn't match my shirt. Now you hardly even have to wear your shirt, you just gotta wear something to cover up.
Right.
So that's a plus, and you get to act like yourself, like a more mature version of yourself. So more people not acting real stupid, go crazy, having fights and all that. It's not a lot of that. It's just everybody chill. You do what you do, I do what I do, and we gonna just get through the school year. But that's kind of the best part about school. That's what I like about school.
So thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe. We're getting 1,000 by July 23rd. I'm speaking it into existence. If you're not subscribed to my sister's channel, be sure to subscribe. I'll put her ads on the screen again, as well as in the description box below. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Bye.
Bye.